All right, good day, good day. We're going to be looking at finding the inverse of a irregular object. Of a function. And we define a function as a one-to-one relationship between two sets. And we say that functions are noted by common letters, f in x, or you might see f, two dots, colon, and then x. So today we're going to be focusing on how to find its inverse. To find the inverse, we do 4 steps. We do step 1, which is change the f of x to y. Then step number 2 is that we're going to exchange the position of x and y. Third step, we're going to solve for y. And the final step is to change back the y into f of x. So the first step, changing f of x to y, has already been done. Next, we're going to interchange the position of x and y. So we're going to have x is equals to 16y plus 2. From here, we're going to solve for y. So to solve for y, the first thing that we're going to do is going to move this 2. So we're going to have x, the 2 is going to cross over and become negative. So x minus 2 is equals to 16y. And to get y, all we're going to do is going to divide this side by 16 and divide this side by 16. So our answer would be yx minus 2 over 16 is equals to y. And then for the final step, to make it seem all nice, we just convert the y back into f of x. So x minus 2 over 16 is equals to f minus 1 of x. So anytime you see this negative 1 power here, we know that you are referring to our inverse. So what I'm going to show you now is a shorter method. And what we do is that we say that x is the center of the star of the function. So in essence, we're just going to move around every other term by doing its opposite operation with respect to the x. What do I mean by that? Now, what is this 1 doing to this x? You're going to say add. The opposite of addition would be subtraction. So if you're asked to find the inverse of this function, you're going to put back the x. And because this 1 is being added, we're going to do the opposite of that, which is subtract 1. All right? This 2 is being multiplied to the x. So the opposite of multiplication would have been division. So instead of multiplying 2 by x, I'm going to divide 2 by x. And because this x was being divided by 3, the opposite of division would be multiplication. So we multiply x by 3, and that would be the inverse. So in essence, what we're doing is that we're basically just doing the opposite of what we are seeing. Let's look at this one here. For a problem like this, the long way would be beneficial, but all we're doing is that we're going to be exchanging the positions of these two numbers. So you're going to say that h minus 1 of x is going to be equals to 3x plus 15 over x minus 3. So what happened is that the place value, minus 15. So what is happening is that the place value is changing. So this 15 at the top was positive when it came down, it became negative. So at the bottom was negative when it went up, it was positive. And our next problem, if we have f of x, it's inverse. This 2 dividing x, so the division is multiplication, and there you go. Right? Remember that when you're finding the inverse of a function, that we change the f of x to y, then we interchange the y's with the x, solve for y, and then once we solve for y, we change that y back into f of x. Hope this has been a good one.